Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Having a Conversation with Zay. And in the midst of that tonight, I have the pleasure of having my old client, my girlfriend, Erica L. McFadden, sorry. How you doing, Erica?
I am great. How are you on this evening or
I'm
tonight, I
hanging in
should say?
there. I am hanging in there. I cannot complain.
Awesome.
You know, can't. But so tell everyone who is Erica. A little bit of Erica. You were raised in church. Um, just give a
I
little.
was.
Okay, give me a
Okay.
little.
I'm going to give you a little synopsis about who Erica Gaskin, no, let me get my full government name, Erica Lucinder Gaskin
Okay,
McFadden is. Again, good evening, everyone, or good night. My name is Erica L. Gaskin McFadden. I reside here in Florence, South Carolina, by way of Brooklyn, New York. The last, I would say 28, close to 30 years, I spent in New York, worked for the city of New York. I met Zxavier when I worked in Harlem. I was one of his many clients, and I'll tell you what, I enjoy every time I get my hair done with Xavier. He never, ever, ever not make me laugh. There's always something to laugh about with Xavier. We have a lot in common, other than our locks. We share a
right,
lot of things,
right.
so I'm grateful for him, and I'm grateful to be on this platform. Thank you so much for
Thank
inviting me.
you. Listen, this is all God because I didn't think I would be. It's like pandemic. I lost a lot of clients, and in those
Yeah,
3 months, it's like I kept on hearing the voice of the Lord saying it's time to change careers.
right, right.
I've done the singing. I've done the, doing the hair, doing the colorist. I used to love those clients and say, Xavier, I don't know what to do. Sit in my chair. I got a color for you. I got a color for you. When they turn around, they say, oh my God, I look so good. So I felt like if I can master those, I have to master something new. So around pandemic, I kept on hearing the Lord dealing with me. Friends, some clients kept on saying, I can see you having your own talk show. Talk show? I couldn't see me having no talk show, even though I crack everybody up and make people laugh and have those deep conversations. I really didn't
Never thought about it, huh?
never thought about it. And then on my 43rd birthday, wait, I'm 55 now. This is 2 years. So 2 years
Hmm.
ago, my
Hmm.
friend took me out. One of my old clients took me out to City Island. She said she wanted to treat me for my birthday, and I had too much to drink.
Mm-mm.
We were just having a little too much. And I got
Wow.
home and went on Facebook, and this is where it started. I went on there and I think I was just too evolved for the birthday because I couldn't believe I was 53 at the time,
Hmm.
and 53, 54, something like that. And I will really say that I got on the laptop and said, everyone, thank you for the birthday gifts, the greetings. And I just started talking. I talked for an hour talking about 53 years. If no one knew the church side of me, so I was telling people about the church side of me, 53 years being in church with my parents, being Jamaican, all that stuff.
Hmm.
So, and the accent come on and off. That's why I'm representing Jamaica today. Mindanao. So anyway, so I shared all that. So the 25th, my god sister hits me up and says, oh my God, Xavier, oh my God, you need to get your own show. So her and her daughter told me to go on you. I already had a YouTube channel. I just
Okay.
played music. I didn't do anything with it.
Oh.
And they said to me, create a name, Xavier's Journey. And so eventually I just put Xavier's Journey sharing their testimonies. That's how it came out.
Yes, I
And
remember that.
then I went through the little transformation of what the show is.
Hmm.
Dr. Smalls came on and asked me a couple of questions, and then I just see now I'm looking for topics that will blow people's mind. I'm not into gossip. He says, she says stuff. It's a platform where I ask you because okay, I'll put this in it. My godmother, Sister Delissa, she says she stopped going to church because church people they took it when you go to church now, everybody's worship and praise, every worship and praise. The older folks love testimony. Testimony services really encourage you. So she told me to implement it in my show. And that's why I ask everyone, when you first come on, I introduce you and I say, so give me a little information about you, about did you grow up in church? Because at this age, you should know who God is more than when you was a child.
Okay.
So that's why I ask people that and then I interview them. So I usually just want to know who the person I'm interviewing. I just need to know who's Erica outside of like it, not I don't want the personals. I don't want the gossip, just like who is Erica now? Because I remember you back then. We were just talking divas. We could always talk on the topic. So that's why. So now as I got older, it's like I'm hearing that we must have that grown conversation. So I will say this: you've been through hell and back 2-3 years ago, or maybe 10 years ago. God brought you out. Your relationship is stronger with Him. And then you have that bomb and testimony to share. So that's basically what my show is about.
Awesome. And I love it.
Thank you.
And I really, really love it. Yes. I will say these past 5 years, because I'll be celebrating my 7th wedding anniversary on Monday.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you so much. My father transitioned a year after I got married.
So he was able to see you get married.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
And can I tell you? I'm gonna tell you something. My husband, I've known my husband for a lot of years, since I was a little girl, actually.
Right.
And we just came back full circle. And
Right.
he shared with me that I was going to be his wife. In my mind, I'm like, nope, I got a free meal. I'm good, right? So my father, when I told my father what he had said to me, my father said the same thing. He said, that's your husband. And I said, well,
Really?
I said, well, you crazy too. I said, both of y'all crazy. I said, I'm not getting married. I said, that's not even in the cards for me, because my focus at that time was my career, working, just completed a master's prior to that. So it's like, nope. April 15,
Right.
2017, my father's walking me down the aisle for me to spend the rest of my life with my husband, who happens to be not only my husband, he's my best friend.
Wow.
So
did you so you didn't even really believe it, even though your father was saying it was happening?
Exactly. I told my father he was crazy. I said, you're crazy. Never happened. No. But I did. And I'm grateful because although my father is not here in the physical essence, he's with me in the spiritual essence. He was there to give me away.
Right.
And he loved my husband, loved him.
Wow.
Truly. So I'm grateful for that. And today, if my father was alive, we would have been celebrating his 80th birthday. But we're celebrating it in heavenly birthday.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And that was your best friend.
Yes. My father and I, daddy and I would talk like 3-4 times a day when I was living in New York, just to see how I was doing. And then I would call him right before he goes to work, or he would call me while he was at work, or when he comes home. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And I miss that. I will be truthfully and honest. I really do miss that. But
so what do you miss about your dad? I mean, you said you used to talk to him about everything every day?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. There wasn't a time. My father was there for every accomplishment that I had. When I graduated from Borough Manhattan Community College, from City College to Brooklyn College, he was there. Even high school, he did not miss any of that.
Wow.
At all. I was his baby.
You have more siblings?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I do. I have two brothers.
Okay. So you're the youngest?
I'm the baby. Well,
Me, me
I'm the
too.
only
Me
girl.
too. I'm the baby too.
Yes, mhm, I am. No, I'm the middle
So
child. I'm the middle child of the three.
the middle, wait, so you're not the baby then?
No, but I'm his baby because I'm the only girl.
Oh, okay. Now I
Yes,
understand.
yes.
Wow. That's different. Cause I'm like saying, um, because it's like it's funny. In my family, it's one girl and it's four boys.
Mm,
Yeah,
see?
His name was Hillary. Um, my brother Orville passed a couple
Oh,
years,
okay.
2000, June 12th, 2018. And then you had
Oh,
Bob, and then you had Evon, and then me.
okay.
And so the story that I always heard was like my sister used to beat up all the guys from my brothers. The men wouldn't the guys wouldn't come around my sister because they know Hillary gonna beat them up. I know you have some hidden stories too.
Uh,
Can't tell that. Can't tell that.
I don't
So
have
let
any
me
hidden
ask you
stories.
this: when you left Brooklyn, how was it living in Brooklyn than where you live now?
Living in Brooklyn, New York is that city that never sleeps. So it never slept. I slept through it, but it never slept.
Right.
Looking back, after being here for so many years, right after my dad, after dad had transitioned, we returned, meaning my husband, myself, and my brother-in-law, because he drove us back to New York
Hmm.
because I had to get my things because it was
Right.
like when my father got sick, I just put everything in storage. So when I returned back to New York and we were packing up, the truck and everything, and then we became tourists. And can
Right.
I tell you, I was like, I did this for 30 years, almost 30 years, that fast pace. I said, oh, we gotta get out of here.
Like it's time to go.
Oh, I mean, if they were to offer me $1 million to come back, keep it, because I'm
But
not.
it's very different now because a lot of killing. It reminds me of like the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, because it's bad. It's like Adams took over. See, I'm gonna tell you the truth. What I observed, De
Okay.
Blasio was mayor.
Hmm.
He let out all these mental health people out of jail and out of the hospitals. And so when he left and Adams came, it got worse.
Oh, wow.
You have women like I was watching the news the other day, a lady going to church. She's Greek. She's going to church to go praise the Lord or whatever. Some boy come out of the way, out of nowhere to push her down the stairs. When did it
Wow.
come to that where you hitting old people with a hammer? It's like
Oh,
pandemic, all this crazy mentalness happened where people do not have the right to travel on a street by themselves. They don't have the right to get on the train because they're shooting on the train. When did we
wow.
have shooting ever?
Um, wow.
So how it is where you are? See, I couldn't leave New York unless I was dating someone. I can.
Well, I will tell you this. Uh, Crime is everywhere. I will say that. Some hidden, some isn't. My
Right,
thing is what I do, I go to work, I come home,
right.
I go work out, I prepare myself for the next
Is it
day.
different because you're married now? Was it the same when you were single?
Well, I will say this. When I was single, I
Hmm.
was still doing the same things that I'm doing now, except now I'm in consideration when it comes to my husband.
Right.
Just ensuring that he's okay. Like before, I didn't have anyone to say, have a good day, because it was just me in the house. Now it's the both of us. And I'm
Right.
always saying, be careful, because when you're driving, you don't know what can happen. You can leave your house one day and not come back the same day.
Right.
So it's always being careful. Whatever it is that you do. I mean, you can just get out of your car, and next thing you know, here comes shooting. Not intentionally, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because bullets doesn't have a name or an address.
No, it doesn't.
So
No, it doesn't. And see,
yeah,
that's why before I leave my house, I gotta pray and ask God that's covering to cover me while I'm going out and coming back in. He take me home
right.
safe. You
Exactly.
always
That's
have to
that's
take the
that's
covering.
always, 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 because you really just don't never know, you know.
It's true. It's true.
So
So tell me, what is different what you're doing from what you did in New York, Brooklyn, and what you're doing now in North Carolina? I think you live in
South Carolina,
South
in
Carolina.
terms of, well, in New York, I had the two, the three, the four, the five, the ABC taking me wherever I want to go. You know,
Right.
it's different here. You have to drive if you want to go to the store. But I was raised in South Carolina, so uh, things are much different
Mm-hmm.
than when I was here many years ago. Um, I enjoy driving, going and do what I gotta do, like I would be in New York. Go do what I gotta do and come back home, and I'm
Right.
home for the rest of the day, unless I have to. Unless there's something in the evening, if we want to do something, and most times it really isn't me. My husband would, just take a ride out, but I would be home.
Right.
That's me.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sounds good. So let me ask you this. So you started a new career. You became a business owner, like business operations. Like what are the strategies you do to find more effective for managing and growing a home-based travel business?
Yes, I am an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
I remember when I was a little girl, I've always dreamt of being a business owner. I've always dreamt of owning homes, and all of that has come to pass. This opportunity was presented to me before I left New York. Being a travel agent, my own travel agent. But it's
Right.
not just me being my own travel agent, it's helping individuals
Others.
or families manifest their dream vacations. Like
Okay.
some they always wanted to go to um, Dubai or the Maldives. I'm that one that will ensure that whatever it is that you want, but it becomes personal, because I want to know about my clients, what they love, what they don't like, and it gives me the feel and the information of, once I gather all of that, I know what to do next.
Right. Right.
So, um, being a travel agent, traveling as an insider, as well as helping others manifest their vacations, it's a beautiful thing for me, and I love it. I truly do. I truly, 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 truly love what
So,
I do.
so what were you doing in New York?
I worked for the city of New York when I worked with the New York City law department with transit. And
Hmm.
after a few years, I transferred to ACS, Administration for Children's Services. And the latter part of my years, I worked for the Office of Special Investigations. And that from there, I left. I did not retire. I left.
Okay. Too
I
much.
froze my pension and I left.
Wow.
Hmm.
That's good. That's good. So when did you start doing home like
My
being a
home based
traveling?
business, right before I left New York,
Oh,
um, 2018. So I
oh,
do this. This is my own business, so which means I make up my own time. I do
mhm.
work full time, but I do my business part time. I make my own hours.
And you get your own paycheck.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Mhm. I
It's
do.
different. It's just different. That's why. That's why. I wanted to ask you a question because I'm like saying, because I've heard people work from home and they create their own business, and I never really knew how does that work. So that's why
Oh,
I
okay.
want to ask you a few questions if you don't
Sure.
mind.
No, I don't.
So, um, so how do you build and maintain relationship with clients to encourage to repeat business or referrals?
Both referrals. I do go by my clients once they have returned from their trips. I'm always booking another trip for them for the following year or the next couple of months. And then it's
Mm,
referral marketing.
okay,
I'm always utilizing my business, my travel business page, as well as my social media page.
okay, because that's what I was always trying to find out with you like when we talked before. So like if I want my dream trip would be like maybe Dubai, maybe,
Hmm.
or Africa, or Paris. So
Hmm.
how would you work with me like that? It's putting money aside, or you look for how much it would cost, and then you put the money aside, or how does that work?
How does it work is I will send you a customer information form, and with that form, I'm getting as
Mhm.
much information as I possibly can for you. The next
Okay.
thing is going to be your budget. What is your budget? Your
Okay.
budget, and I need like three types. Like you may have a high, medium, and low. And I'm going to work with that within those confines of your budget, whatever your budget is. How many nights? How many days? Do you have a particular, you may have heard someone say, well, this hotel is better than this hotel. So I'm going to get you, I'm going to pull up the information which you gather, which you have
Hmm.
shared with me, and I'm
Hmm.
going to, because I am a travel advisor, we have connections to major suppliers. So I
Right.
will, and I have my own website where I can either contact the supplier or I can go on the website and look for exactly what it is that you want. And I'm going to give you three different quotes. I'm going to give you three different quotes, and afterwards you will share with me as to which one fits you better, your criteria.
Okay. So that would be like if so it comes with so if so when someone is booking it deals with the booking of the hotel, the fare together, or
Hotel,
pros.
airfare, transfers, um, insurance providing, and I will highly recommend that you do have insurance because anything can come up that you cannot take. So at least you'll be in a position to, if anything happens, you have insurance to cover yourself. So
Right.
all of that will take place. Transfer to the hotel, any excursions that you may or may not want to do, all of that will be within your budget, within your price range of what you want.
Wow. That's different. Because travel agents never did that in the past.
Well, I remember Liberty Travel, and how I remember them is because they booked my trip, my very, very first trip when I went to Cancun, Mexico. I
Right.
shared with them where I wanted to go, and it was so many years ago, but I can remember it so
Are they
clearly.
still around?
You would know that better than me, but I doubt it.
I
You
need to
would know that
see.
because they're in New York.
I need to see.
I
I need to
don't
look
know.
them up.
Yep,
I'm serious.
that was my first storefront agency. But now, everything is, I mean, the platforms of your home, doing it from your home. And then the other thing is, I can really, like, if that's something that you want to do,
Hmm.
I can show you how you can book your own trip
Okay.
with your own website and get the relationship with the suppliers. It's amazing. It truly is amazing. I'm grateful for the individual that introduced me to this side.
So how did you get into this? From doing with all those other jobs to come to make a home-based job, like being a travel agent.
I was introduced to this business
Okay.
by someone that I've known for over 20 years. He knew that I was leaving. So
Okay.
I didn't know what I was going to do. But when you can have something, a platform that's going to allow you to uh, make your own time,
Hmm.
not only have your own time, but enjoy what you do by traveling as an insider, but also opening up outlets, other platforms or home based businesses in other states. Like
Right.
you're in New York, I can show you how to do it just from the confines of your home on a computer.
Wow. So
So
you're just setting up people's appointments, arrangements, or they put it in, make it installments and pay you, and then
how it works is once we when you said installments or payments, what do you clarify that for me?
no, I mean, like, say you made arrangements to book one of my flights. Like I'm going to Paris. Say I'm going to Paris in my next birthday. So
Okay.
you're while I'm paying installments,
Hmm.
then I get the package where you give me the ticket, everything.
Everything.
Oh, like what Liberty used to do. Oh,
Right.
okay, okay. Silly. I'm like, look, listen. I understand. It's just different. But
Hmm.
how okay, so some people told me when they went home to work when those pandemic times, they hated it. It was a lot of adjustment from working from home. And then some people loved it. Like me, I loved it. I didn't want to get off the couch no more. I said, I don't want to see nobody.
I enjoyed it. I mean, remember, my home based business is my business. So that means I can work at any time that I want. But I do have a full time job. And I worked
Okay.
that job for 2 years from home. And I
Okay.
enjoyed it when I did do it, when we work from home. And we're still, in some instances, working from home. Like we're hybrid. We work
Oh,
3 days in the office and 2 days from home.
oh, wow. That's good.
Hmm.
That's why I love it. That's why I love it. Oh my
You're
God, I'm so
funny.
silly. So let me ask you this. Okay, so how do you build and maintain? Okay, I said that already. Do you have any tips for um leveraging social media online or platforms to promote your service effectively?
Yeah, I have my travel business page, my Paradise Travel, and I post a lot of content on my regular social page. I'm always giving tips on in terms of when you're preparing to travel, um, cruises, providing that's your love and feel for
Hmm.
cruising, and that's about it. Yeah, those are the two platforms that I use. And Instagram. I do have
Instagram.
my Instagram associated with that as well.
So let me ask you this. Is it true when you go on the ships you can have that you have to there's a special ID you take, or is it passport?
It's your passport.
Because they online on the US passport office, they show a card that's your ID is square instead of the regular size. You can get a boat ID and the regular passport too.
Well, the passport also comes. You have a book passport and you also have a card passport. So either one. Some use their card because it's easy to put in the wallet and pull it out, and then you have your regular passport.
Right.
Hmm.
Wow. That's I mean, I have never went outside of New York on a
I
cruise.
believe you need. Oh, well, I think you need to go. As a matter of
Oh,
fact, I just put a group cruise for 2025 in October, going to leaving out of Port Canaveral in Florida,
right.
going to the Nassau Bahamas, Coco Key, on sea back to Port Canaveral. I'll
Wow.
share my flyer with you.
Yeah, share it with me because, girl, it would be nice for me to go somewhere. A friend of mine just said to me, I need to go on a cruise. And I said, when are you trying to go? He says, I'm trying to go as soon as possible. Soon as possible. I said, soon as possible when? In 2 weeks. I said, well, go ahead. Go get your trip on because you need work. I said, you work so much anyway. So that's why I never understood why he's not going away somewhere. Because I said, who you going with? I'm going by myself.
Where is he leaving out of, or does he know?
Long Island.
Oh, well,
He wanted to do he said he wanted to do that, and I said, wow. I said, look, I would say I would like to go away, maybe go back to Jamaica next year.
Okay.
Or do a cruise going to Jamaica. Like if I do it would be maybe doing the Caribbean, West Indian Islands.
Okay.
Do they do that? They do Jamaica.
Yes, they do.
Okay, I need to go on a cruise. Maybe I'll meet my significant other on the cruise.
Well, and I'll be glad to help you with that, my dear friend.
Okay, we'll work on that for next year.
We'll work.
I'm serious. And the thing about it, I'm not even scared to go. It's just I've always do the cruises in New York City. I've never been on a cruise like with a bunch of friends. Like say 8 of us went, or maybe 30 of us went. I would love to do that because they would say maybe by my 60th birthday I should do that. Have some of my good friends and we'll just go on a cruise, and that would be some. Oh God, that would be good. I need some edibles on that trip because too much water. I would feel like I'm seasick because I used to go on. I remember I went on a cruise with Roberta Flack and what's his name? Tony Terry was on the cruise. They went around. It was a night cruise. She sung, and she brought. This is when I was at Pizzazz.
Oh wow!
Jackie Armin used to do her hair, and she used to say, Xavier, she likes you. Come with me to her house. She used to live on 72nd and West End, West Central Park West. The what's that? No, I forgot the name of that building. That's where John Legend.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know.
Yeah, she lived in there. She don't even live in there anymore. But we used to go there, and she said, Zay, I want you to come on a cruise with me. And I said, I need to take something. I need to drink something because it's gonna make me feel like. And she gave me something, and I don't know what it was. I took it, and I was good on the ship. I videotaped and took pictures of her on the cruise while she was singing. Her and Tony Terry was performing. I was like, yeah, I need to find her because I heard that she was sick. I have to find her.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta get in contact with Kathy Jordan Sharpton. She told me that she had a stroke she had some kind of illness with her body. She's not. I think it's ALS. Like she can't sing. I have to find out and see how she's doing. That's always been my girlfriend.
Oh wow!
She's Aquarius too. She February.
Really?
February. Wait, I think she's the 8th. And no, Roberta Flack is. Wait, I think she's the 8th, and Oprah is the 10th. They're Aquarius is too.
I did not know Roberta Flack was an Aquarian. Yeah, I knew about Oprah.
I think she's February 10th. It's her birthday, the 10th or the 12th. That's when's her birthday.
Okay.
Aquarian. Look, we ruling the world, honey. Rule the world, honey. So, okay. So, Erica, let me ask you this. So, what advice do you have for navigating challenges such as changes in travel regulations, unforeseen destructions in the industry, distractions in the industry? Is there like competition or something?
No, there's no competition. I will say this, in terms of whatever it is that you want to do in terms of travel, wherever it is that you want to go in terms of travel, we are always going to provide the most effective way in terms of when you're preparing to travel. If we're if there's something when something in a state that you're going, if it's a little not so good, we're going to share that with you, because your well-being is important to me as a
Right.
travel agent.
Right.
I take this very seriously because you are my clients, and I want to ensure that you have the best of care, not only before, but during and while you're in uh, your destination, whatever that destination may be.
Right.
Things are always going to come up. There may be a delay, but you will be wind of this delay before everything happens. There may be some uncontrollables,
Right.
because there are some things that we do not have control over. We don't have control over the weather. We don't have control over if an earthquake hits. We don't have control over that. But I
Right.
will say that, again, whenever you're planning your trips, whenever you're preparing to go, it's so important that you get the best insurance that you possibly can, because anything can happen. But at least you're protected and you're safe when it comes to either going, if you got to go on another day or go on another time, you have insurance.
Right.
And I impress upon insurance to all of my clients. It's very important that you get that. Very. I'm not telling
Yeah.
you to get it just to say, okay, no, I'm telling you this for a reason. It's important. Get
Right.
insurance before you travel. Safe
But
than sorry.
but that's the same if you was traveling, if you was doing it with the plane. It
Absolutely.
comes with insurance. So what is the insurance? So just in case something happens on the boat, they
So
cancel.
just in case something happens with you, like you can't travel, anything can happen where you can't go on that day. And at least, when you read, when you cannot go, we're going to look at to see what adjustments can be made. And the first thing I'm going to look at is see, okay, let me make sure that insurance is in place for
Right.
you, not
Right.
just for you, but to cover you and whoever else is traveling with you. That's
Right.
very, very important.
Right. Um, Professional development. Are there certifications or training programs or recommendation for aspiring um travel agency like you? Like,
Absolutely. Yes, there are certifications. First, as a travel advisor or travel agent, some would say travel advisor, find your niche. If it's group cruising or honeymoons, weddings, um, any type of cruise lines, something you want to know more about, then you will get certifications. And I'm grateful for the platform. Whereas if I want to get certified, let's say if with Royal Caribbean, I can get that certification.
okay.
I can get that certification to know more about that ship. If I want to know more about Jamaica, I'm going to get certified with Jamaica. And I am a Jamaican specialist. I'm a Bahamas specialist. I'm a sandal specialist. So I get to know, it's so important to me because of my niche.
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow. So how do you balance work life and your personal life?
It's a balance. It truly is a balance. When I get off from my 9-hour job, I will come home and maybe about a half an hour or so, or maybe an hour. I'm going to get that workout in. If I don't get that workout in, I make sure that I'm walking. And
Hmm.
afterwards, I'm going to prepare for um, my business. And then
Hmm.
afterwards, it's that time um, for me. I have that me time.
Right.
And that's usually, I would say, after 8 or 9 o'clock, depending upon what do I have to do during the week, because I live by my calendar. My
Right.
calendar is vital
Hmm.
to me. So it's a balance. But I'm grateful that I'm able to do this and have the understanding, have that agreement, that buy-in
And
from my
everything is
spouse.
confidential also.
Yes, everything is confidential.
Okay. Um, so if you knew someone that was going to be want to be a travel advisor or a travel agent, what would you? How do you instruct them what to do? How to find out? How to get education? Blah blah blah.
They can reach out to me at namastemaafa@yahoo.com, or they can call me, um, area code 646-228-7257. And from there, I will share what was shared with me,
Right.
how you can do what I am now doing.
Okay. So it's best to call and talk because it's personal somewhat.
It's not that it's personal, but the same way that it was shared with me, I want to be
Mhm.
able for them to have that same experience so they
Okay.
can come to an informed decision, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yes. Hmm.
No, I understand that. So what strategies do you use for setting up boundaries between work and personal life? That's basically same similar question.
Hmm. Yes, it is. Um, after a certain after a certain hour, like I said, I live by my calendar. So I know what I have to do during the week. I know one day is more busier than the other. Um, and then once I'm done with that, then I
Mhm.
have time for everything else.
Okay. So if you went on a vacation yourself, you're not working while you're gone.
I'm always working. It's
For
it's
real?
my oh yeah, my office can be in the Maldives. Because I'm always gathering content to
Okay.
post on my social media. So I'm always working
Okay.
and having fun. I'm
And
having
having
fun
it
and
fun at the
working.
same time. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
That's important.
yes.
Okay. How do you plan to adapt and invocate in response to changing market dominance and consume preferences?
What? Come on now.
That
Ask
one
that
too.
again. That went over my head. Ask that
But
again.
no. Okay. Okay? Are there expansion plans and new invitation on the horizon of business? Like I don't know. I'm just asking questions that I make up
I see.
because I'm like,
I see. We're always expanding. I'm always expanding. There's always ways to expand your business.
right.
There's always ways to do that.
Okay, so let me ask you this one. How do you continue to enhance skills and knowledge in travel industry? No, I didn't ask you that.
Personal development. Personal development. Reading is your best becomes your best friend. You begin to read books that you never thought that you would read. And that's what happened with me. My first book, GoPro, Eric Worre, Goals by Brian Tracy, Think and Grow Rich.
Yes, I was just gonna say that one.
Yes. You're always developing yourself. You will find yourself reading books that um enhance your mind, your ability to see beyond, whatever it is that you want. You can have anything that you want, but it takes
Right.
work. It really
Yes.
does take work. And the other word that someone has shared is your belief. What do you believe you can have? Some people may believe that they can't have it. Why? Don't shoot yourself low, shoot yourself high. You're worth it.
Gotta keep and as we get older, we keep evolving.
Yes, all the
That was
time.
the word I learned at 50. Evolving.
Becoming,
So
becoming.
I'm gonna take you somewhere else. So you
Mm,
love Mashud clothing.
I do.
Who introduced you to Mashud?
Oh my goodness. One of my best friends, she transitioned I want to say 6 years ago. She introduced me to Moshood. Moshood was one of the first outfits that I purchased when I graduated from City College.
Hmm.
When I went into that store, because his emblem says what it is.
Let
When
me
you wear
see. Let me see, because
when you
people don't
wear
know what it looked like. Stand up. Let me
when you
see. Okay.
when you wear Moshood, you wear yourself. And it's
Right.
true.
Yes.
When
Wow.
you wear Moshood, you wear yourself. So most of my closet, nothing but Moshood.
Was your wedding dress Mushu?
Huh?
Did you?
No. That
That's
was
the only thing I've never seen him move. Make. He can make
and
anything.
right, and you know what's so crazy? I asked him would he make my wedding dress. And he said that's something that he's never done. I sure did. I was
He.
going to
I could
have him make my wedding dress.
imagine what his. I could imagine what his wedding dress would have looked like.
Yeah. I asked him if he would have made my wedding dress. Yeah. Yeah.
So tell everyone that what Mashoud stands for, why you should buy his clothes. I mean, I'm not broadcast. I'm just saying why you wear it for you.
Because it's me. I mean, he makes his clothing to fit me. Meaning, I don't care. It's like he takes my measurements. He knows what it is that I want. Like I cannot go in a store and like buy because it doesn't fit the way that I want it to fit.
Right.
I
So it's
love
custom
A
made.
line.
So it's
Yes,
custom
I
made. Okay.
love custom made clothing. All of my skirts, all of my tops, wraps, rather it be wraps, rather it be ponchos, and I have like several ponchos. I have a coat. He made me a coat. I have A-line skirts. It's nothing that I really don't have with Mo shoes.
I
I
love
love
Mashoud.
his clothing. I love Mo shoes. And to this day, I can call him right now and say, I need this. I'll have it within a week
That's
because he
good.
has my measurements. So I love Mo
So
shoes.
so so you still have locks
I do.
and you wear the jewelry and all that. Did
I
you ever
do.
wear jewelry in your locks?
Yes, I have jewelry in my lock.
Did you know mine used to fall out?
Really? No,
I
I
think
still
people
have
were
jewelry in
taking
my lock.
mine out. I had this cross that someone gave me. They went to the Caribbean and that was my gift. And it was like a small cross, a heavy cross, and I had
Mm,
it on my longest lock.
it's gone?
All of them going. It's like I used to have
Oh, wow.
unks. I had the curry shells. The curry shell didn't stay in there. And then when I went to church, they talked about why you shouldn't wear it in your hair and all that stuff. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Just everybody just have their own reason why they don't need to tell people that have locks you can't wear stuff. But that's another topic. But I don't know. It's like even with me now, mine is past my butt. I'm about to color these just the ending parts, like a deep purple, deep blue for my next age. I just feel something different coming on for me.
Okay. Yeah,
But
my locks are extremely long.
yeah,
They're down to my
I
birthday.
try I cut it. I cut it 48. 48, I did different shades of blue. And it was really
I think
different
I
shades of
remember
blue.
that. I think I
Yes.
remember that.
I
Yes,
had a
I do.
theme birthday party, different shades of blue. I went to Carmine's and I invited family and friends, and people were saying it was too cold, but they came and I cut it to right here, my elbow. I was so because it used to be at my butt,
Really?
but I had permanent colors, I had demi colors, and I had semi permanent colors,
And
and
it
those.
grew back like that?
Yeah, but the thing about it, it would have been long. It would have been at my kneecap if I didn't cut it.
Wow.
So now it's at my butt line. I'm not cutting it no more. And it's like now you know how you used to have your hair done, and I always had mine up too. I just don't want my hair twisted anymore. I'm kind of giving my hair a break from all the style. That's why I'm wearing it and embracing 55.
So you're wearing it down.
Yeah, that's why I
I
come on
can't
my
wear my hair
show.
down.
No, you know what it is? I'm having issues when I sing with the choir. When I sing with the choir, I usually have my hair up.
Right.
Being in Brooklyn, it's hard for me. I'm a retired loctician. I'm very peculiar when I did my clients here. I made sure
Right.
everyone lock was clean. You were spotless when you left. I don't get that now. Those locticians
Mm.
that used to work like me, I don't find. So I'm very peculiar. I'm very particular who I let in my hair. A young
Right.
lady that used to friend of mine, we used to work at Locks and Chops. I think she's retired doing hair. Every time I ask her to do her hair, she busy. So I don't do. I was considering maybe doing my own hair and doing interlocking, and I don't want that either. It's hard.
Oh,
It's hard to do. It would be easy if I did the interlocking, but I don't want knots in my locks. I always use the
gotcha.
comb.
Gotcha.
So
Mm-hmm.
I just said, listen, we're gonna just enjoy this here. I'll color it. I don't like to be dark, so I color my complexion. That I like to see the gray with the blondes. But I customize my hair with like 3 different colors.
Yes, you do.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And it looks nice too.
Thank you.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but it looks nice.
You don't like color?
I have never done that, so I don't know if I would. My gray really comes in strong. Like I can color it, that gray popping. So I'm embracing my gray now.
I mean, no, I embrace my gray. Listen, my gray don't feel like okay. If I let my gray, I tried it for 6 months.
Hmm.
The gray irritated my scalp because you're dealing with coarse and your regular curly wavy
Right,
hair.
right.
So when the gray comes in for me, it irritates. It just. I try to do it my beard. I mean, that's why I color me. I color
Gotcha.
it and I'm relaxed and I ain't got no itchies from the gray. So I don't think I'll ever be gray. No, I mean fully gray because
Fully gray.
you see how some people's locks they growing with the lock, the gray
Hmm.
grows. Mine don't grow in like that. I would have loved mine.
Oh wow. Oh
So
wow.
Erica, what's the advice you would give before we end this show? What you would give someone that's doing something from home, doing what you're doing? How do you set goals? Like, do you set a goal from 5 to 7 years to plan to do something like this? So before we close out this show, give the someone just give someone advice how they can become
A travel advisor.
yes.
Well, I will say this. If there is something that you want to do, you could do anything that you want to do. But in terms of becoming what I am now doing, it's very, very simple, very simplistic, but you do have to work. You have your long term goals, you have your short term goals. What are your long term goals? What are your short term goals? Somebody may be looking for another stream of income,
Mhm.
like myself. This is it for me, what I'm now doing. And I love what I do. I mean, it's not like you won't love it because everybody is doing it. Everybody is traveling. Don't overthink it when it comes to doing this because you can. Some may say I don't want to book for nobody. You refer people to things every single day. You refer individuals to a good restaurant, to a good uh eatery, a good clothing store, where you get your nails done. You do it every single day.
Mhm.
Referral marketing, you do it.
Right.
I would just reach out. Reach out to me and I will share how, I will share more, put it that way, more because there are things that you can do to earn extra streams of income without having to clock in to someone else's job because
Right.
you're already working a 9 to 5. So why not work for yourself?
So how do they juggle the children and work and husband and cooking and all that stuff?
They can juggle. If I can juggle it, they can juggle it. You know why? Because everybody in that household wants to do one or two things, either go on a cruise or go away. And you can do it by booking the trip for yourself.
Right. Sounds great. Sounds great. Erica,
Yes.
I thank you for coming on with me.
Ah, thank you for having me. This was so much fun. I
I
enjoyed
know.
it.
I haven't had a conversation with you in a while, but
A
this was
long
great
time.
because the other day when we were supposed to come on, I don't know, something was just in the air. I couldn't do a
Hmm.
show, and I'm glad when I
Hmm.
when you I call you was feeling it too.
Yes.
Today I was just saying, girl, I'm gonna come on with my girlfriend. We gonna chit chat. We gonna chit
Yes.
chat.
And that's what we did. And I
Right.
enjoyed it. I
But I
enjoyed it.
thank you so much.
Thank
Give
you.
them your handle again, where they should find you, your number, so they can reach out and learn everything that they need to learn from
Sure.
Miss Erica.
Namaste Ma'afa at yahoo.com. I will spell it. It's NAMASTAMAAFA at AOL.com. Or you can reach out to me at 646-228-7257 and DM me. My Facebook page is Erica L. Gaskin McFadden. Thank you so much, Xavier.
Girl, anytime, anytime. I just thank God for you started your own business and living. And that's what
Yes,
we should be doing is living
absolutely.
and gain more and keep evolving.
Yes.
Everyone, thank you for tuning in to Having a Conversation with Zay. It's always a pleasure to have a new guest every week. And until next time, have a blessed and wonderful night, everyone. Good
Good
night.
night.
Rasta. Put. Let me behave myself. God bless you. You know, Jamaicans would say, big up
Big up, big
blessings.
up,
That's
big up
yes.
blessings.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.